Shit, let's go in. So in this video, trying to move this thing a little bit. It's too much work for me. I'm gonna paint this wall behind me black. I think it'll look good black. Whatever. Let's deal with this. It is December 30th. And it's one of my random videos when I kind of just talk a lot, but I'm gonna deal with some things. Most of the topics I'm gonna deal with today, they come off a random post that I put up during the week from Instagram or Facebook and stuff like that. You understand me? But let's deal with this shit. Let's go on. I think about this starting off straight raw. And should I walk my way into this? We're gonna deal with this shit. Hell with it. I'm gonna give y'all one book tonight. We're gonna start off with this. Not a part of the groups, not a part of the quote unquote spiritual community, not a part of your conscious societies, not a part of your spiritual groups, none of that shit. Straight raw. Pat on his pad, coming by ourselves, doing it by ourselves, working this shit, cutting up and turning up. I ain't joining no groups on Facebook. I'm not joining none of that shit. When you have that it factor, when you have that power, the people gonna come to you. The people are gonna come to you. The people are gonna search for you. The people are gonna look for you. These groups ain't doing nothing but getting you on a goddamn terrorist list. Most of these groups ain't nothing but low-level sex cults. You got females who got groups. She trying to pipe everybody in the group. I see your master in the building. Females got groups and trying to have sex with all other females in the group, turning out other women. Their brothers got the groups. And the first thing they tell a sister in a group, you ever thought about having a sister wife? We ain't dealing with no groups. When you go through the ancient texts, the groups ain't never accomplished shit. It was always one man or one woman who stood in the gap. And the Bible says that God was walking the earth looking for one man to stand in the gap. He couldn't find one. They was going to walk. They brought the thousands. He said, no, I don't want the thousands. Send all them back. Give me one to stand in the middle. It was always one. Now, there comes a time when there's a certain amount of people who love the group concept. We let those people stay in the group concept. Those people who love the group shit, we let them stay in the group thing. But then there's those of us who, let me go get that shit by myself. Let me go handle that by myself. Send me out there. Let me go shake the world up by myself. Because the ancestors are saying, we don't want nobody to take credit for what you're getting ready to do. You still looking for the groups. You still looking for somebody to come and motivate you. You better go get this shit yourself. When you go through the initiations, you can't walk nobody through the initiations with you. You got to go through the initiations by yourself. You got to go get this strength by yourself. And the reason we don't accomplish shit today, because no one wants to stand in the gap. When that Christ energy get on you, the people gonna come. The people automatically gonna follow you. I ain't got to follow nobody on Instagram. If I'm talking the right shit, if I'm doing the right shit, they're gonna reach out to me, they're gonna find me. The reason you can't get to the next level is because you keep trying to be a part of the groups. Your ancestors ready to bless you. They're ready to give you the downloads. They're ready to allow you, put you on a level to where you can go to the next level, but you can't go to the next level because every time they teach your ass how to make something, You won't go in a group and tell them, hey, y'all, you can mix this like this and make that like that. That sister more popular than you. That sister, she more promiscuous. That brother getting ready to cut up. So they're going to take your ideas and make a couple of $1,000 off of your ideas. Because you was too stupid to do it yourself. And the ancestors won't bless your ass because you too stupid to do it by yourself. They gave you one download. They gave you one download and you were told everybody about it. And they took your shit and ran off with it. Every time they get ready to tell you about starting a business, they're gonna make you a couple of thousand, make you a millionaire. You got to keep going share with people. Baby, you got family secrets that you got to keep for yourself. You can't tell them what you put in your herbs. Either you're gonna take this shit or not. I'm bad at this shit. This shit will cure every motherfucking disease out there. It's either you're gonna take it or not. If you don't take it, don't take my shit. I don't need your bread. Somebody else will come invest into me. Get away from their groups. I'm not a part. If I join the conscious community, the shit that I talk about, this occult shit that I talk about, the conscious community gonna shun me. They're gonna kick me out. I can't go part of the religious. I can't deal with the church. When I go talking about this shit in the church gonna kick me out. Because I'm dealing with the stuff that's hidden. You still dealing with the angelic realm. Baby, that's a whole nother realm. Let's deal with this reptilian shit. This reptilian shit. You keep talking about the queen. She's a reptilian. You keep talking about this shit is a mystery, man. Y'all got to get the mysteries, man. The queen, she's a reptilian. I don't see the queen in the spirit realm. The queen didn't come from outer space. There's nothing out of space that came to this planet. There's nothing out of space. Outer space is an illusion. We created this. We the gods. When we die, we go inside of ourselves. What you call outer space is really inside of you, the black dot, the melanin in your soul. Nothing comes from outer space. There's nothing on those goddamn planets that's coming here. We created this universe. We created this holograph. It's a holographic universe. We done this shit. Ain't nothing on Mars. The reptilians, the 12 families, the 13 families, the presidents, they eating people. They can live forever. They doing this, they doing that. When you was dealing with this reptilian thing, is a mystery. Let's go back to Asia. Let's go back to China. They got the concept. They dealing with the dragons, with the fire, the dragons, the fire, the reptilians, the snakes, different cultures dealing with snakes. Everything that we deal with, this book is called The Serpent Power, The Secrets of Tantra. Everything that we deal with, right? The serpent power is dealing with serpents. When you start dealing with ancient culture, when they was talking about the reptilians, the reptilian people, that's black people. That's you. We're dealing with the reptilian people, the kundalini. Your kundalini that comes up and move up your spine like this, okay? The serpent power, the kundalini, your energy. There is no people that's reptilians out there. How you gonna give a person credit for being a reptilian? A person just came on the earth 6,000 years ago. All the ancient texts say that this individual was a created man, that it wasn't on the earth 6,000 years ago. But you talking about it came from outer space. You got to make your mind up. Was it on the earth all this time or was it not on the earth all this time? The reptilians of you is black people. We were talking about the kundalini. Baby, that's the mystery to the shit. Dealing with the people who they're supposed to be reptilians. See, people be talking about stuff, they don't know the mystery to this shit. Because, you know, Queen Elizabeth, you know what I'm saying, these people here, man, you know, the Rockefellers, and no. They are no lizard people. The lizard people is you. I preach to myself anyway. Let me get off that. Modern day astrology. Let's deal with modern day astrology. They say Kemet, they had what, 9 days of the week, 10 days of the week? We got what, 7 days of the week? It's New Year's in China. New Year's in China. And we still got another hour before we celebrate New Year's. Wait, man, hold up. So it's New Year's in California. New Year's in California, but it's not New Year's over here yet. So we don't have a universal time. You don't get this? When they found out, when they went and looked into them ancient texts, When they looked into them ancient texts, when they looked on the walls, when they saw the Mayan calendars, the most powerful calendar we got right now that's the closest to the shit is a Dogon calendar. If you ain't dealing with the Dogon calendar, you ain't dealing with shit. The Dogons are the best astrologers, astronomers out there. Period. And the Dogon wasn't even giving them the secrets. They were giving them the wrong calendars. We don't even know what time it is. We don't even know what year it is. They're talking about the world going to end in 2021. How can the world end in 2021? It's not even 2021. We don't even know how old we are. You don't know if you're Aries. You don't know if you're Leo. You don't know if you're Libra. You don't know if you're Sagittarius. You don't know these things. Because they did what, Vicky? They messed up the calendar. Essential, they messed up. Nicole, they messed up. Minx, they messed up. They messed up the calendar. Somebody type in the comments, I hear you. In live chat, I hear you. They messed up the calendar. When they found out that this shit worked, that this was an ancient thing that really was tied into us. They messed up the calendar. See, modern day astrology is child's play. It's elementary shit. It's elementary shit. It's fun. Why you think some of you think you're Aries, but you the sweetest teddy bear on earth. You don't like walnut. How they say I'm an Aries, but I'm not a god of wall. I'm not this, I'm not that. Baby, you don't even know what you are. When they went in them pyramids, when they started getting them texts, when they started getting them sacred texts, and they say, this really worked. They got rid of that. Let's move on to the next thing. Book me for your consultations. Make sure you book me for your consultations so we can do some personal conversations. Consultations, $50 and make it work. Next one. I'm trying not to make this video long. Next one is you married my twin flame. I did this video on Facebook. And this video damn near went viral. You married my twin flame. Huh? I ain't got no respect for you as a man. You took my twin flame. That's the one I travel the universe with. Somebody type in the live comments. Twin flame. You married my twin flame. So when I pull up, you got to come up off that. I got to get that. That's mine. That's she for me. She belong to me. She's mine. You married that. You got to come up off that, homeboy. She ain't happy. You didn't got her pregnant. The kids cutting up on the kids, treating them like shit. Huh, Richmond? Y'all with me? Queen, you with me? Treaty, you with me? You married my twin flame. I got to get that. So whatever y'all got to do to get divorced or whatever got to take place, you got to come up off her. Because what the twin flame thing is, only my body can unlock her body. Only her body can unlock my body. So even when y'all making love, it never, because only me and her. That's the one. That's my primordial lover. When the creator was creating beings, he didn't want the universe working tools. Yin and yang. The moon and the sun. Masculine and feminine. We go together. Night and day. Hot and cold. Everything has a polarity. So when you come at me talking about something, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even acknowledge what you're talking about because I deal with the universal laws. As long as we in this universe, in this physical universe, we have to abide by the universal laws. You can't come in here and tell me what the hell you want to do. You're a woman and your twin flame is a woman. Where you read that shit at? There's universal laws that govern the black people, the melanated people, the melanated beings, me and you. There's universal laws that govern me and you. I'm off that meat too. I'm feeling good. I'm off that meat. Yes. There's universal laws that govern me and you. The created man, we had to look. So we had to create books for the created man. Right? We had to go out and make the Zohar, the Torah, the Bible, Me and the sister was doing the consultation today, right? We had to go out and make books. Okay, you got the God people, you got us. We the gods in the flesh. We the titans in the flesh. We the advanced entities. We never came from monkeys, right? You and I never came from monkeys. You love the zoo hall? It's a bad mofo, huh? Y'all got me walking today. We gonna cut up tonight. I'm in it tonight. I'm in it tonight to win. I'm in it tonight to win. I'm in it tonight to win. I ain't do a lot of video on this bitch in about a week. I'm ready to talk tonight. I'm ready to go in tonight. We was the gods. We the prime creators, me and you. We've been around since the beginning of time, right? We knew we was getting ready to become slaves on Earth and lose Earth to a being that was coming up that's going to take over Earth, that's going to be violent. It was our time to fall. We was in our higher selves. We could look into the future and see our fall coming. Somebody say, I hear you. We could look into the future and see our fall coming. So as we see our fall coming, we say we got to make rules that this lower man, this lesser man is getting ready to come up. We got to make rules for him to live by because he can't live by the universal laws. The universal laws is too much for him, right? He can't live by the universal laws. And because he can't live by the universal laws, let's go ahead and create some shit for him to live by. So let's go ahead and make a Bible for the modern day man, the behemoths, right? Let's make the Bible for the behemoths because we got to make sure that he don't covet his neighbor's wife because he gonna covet his neighbor's wife. We got to make sure thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill doesn't apply to me and you, to the God people, because we already know we don't kill anyway. I'm preaching better than you shouting. See, me and you don't kill anyway, but we had to make a lesser law. The negative confessions, the 10 commandments. Somebody type lesser law. We had to make a lesser law. We had to make lesser books to keep them in line. So to keep in line this modern day behemoth, we created a Bible. We had to create the Quran to keep this modern day, that Arab. You see what I'm saying? We needed to create to keep him in line. We had to create Hinduism and Buddhism and all these different things to keep our kids, we up here. When we started to fall, you got the man, there's 3 types of humans on Earth. You got the man with a soul, you got the man without a soul, and you got the man in the middle. When the man with the soul started to breathe with the man in the middle, here's the mystery. When the sons of God started to breed with the daughters of the earth, they weren't talking about no angels in heaven who was flying around. They was talking about me and you. When the original man on earth started to breed with the created man, that's how you got the man in the middle. So we had to make laws and books and religions to govern them. Because they can't live by the shit that we live by because most of them don't have souls. Because the pineal gland is calcified, they can't phantom right from wrong. They love war. They have a war in nature. I'm not going to get too deep into that. You married my twin flame. I jumped completely off that. You married my twin flame. Right? Let me get back on my notes. She wasn't made for you. You catfished her in the beginning. Anybody out there type in the live comments, catfished? You catfished her and sold her a dream. Now she's starting to wake up and she won't out. She got to come up out that situation she in. You're not even strong enough. You can't even hold a conversation with her. She's done. She's tired. She won't out. Anybody out there? Any brothers out there? Any sisters out there? You've been catfished into a marriage? Huh? You've been catfished into a marriage? Huh? If you found your twin flame, that's irrelevant right now. I'm teaching and preaching. I'm not even on it. If I had it, she'd be sitting right here right now. Trust me. Anybody out there? You've been catfished into a marriage. You got married to the wrong. Listen, man, I'm about to say something right now that most of y'all gonna miss. Because women have been reduced to servanthood. Because women have been reduced to servanthood. Because women are looked at as servants right now, and not real women. Because y'all have been reduced into servanthood, marriage has become your enemy. Marriage has become the modern day women. The modern day women, marriage is your enemy. Because your right to find the man that you want, your right to find the man. That was a time, warrior women, the unexpected history of warrior women. Warrior women or women warriors. This is what we're dealing with. This is what I've been reading lately, right? The Amazons, the lives and legends of warrior women across the ancient world. I'm getting scholarship on this shit. I'm Dionysus in the flesh. I study women. Huh? Because women have been reduced to servanthood. These are the type of books that you got to start getting into. And you have to get your right back as a woman. In these books, they got shit called a heroine woman. Like a man is a hero, there's something called a heroine woman, right? Heroine. This woman was a woman, she was a fucking boss. She chose the man who she could look at a man and say, that's going to be my husband right there. I love the way he carried himself. I'm going to have kids for him. I'm going to marry him. That's my man. See, we took away women's ability to choose a man. And see, women, you believe that shit, he that findeth a wife. No. He that findeth a wife, but it's also she that findeth a husband. Some of you women who bosses, you women who heroes. The women who was heroes used to go out and pick their husband. I'm Vicky. How unique? How Miss Richmond? Women used to go out and pick their husbands. I want a woman to pick me. I know I'm a badass nigga. I live by myself. I got 2 cars. I got a job and a company. I got a lot to offer. I got so much to offer. I've been doing all this shit by myself. I want a woman who gonna walk up to me and say, you mine, I want you. Excuse me? You mine, I want you. I'm not used to that. You mine, I want you. I'm used to washing my clothes, folding my clothes up, everything. She come to the house, she didn't washing my clothes. I'm like, damn, no, I wash my own clothes, baby. I got this, don't worry about it. Washing my clothes, you know? Come over, come cook for me. No, I'm used to cooking for myself. She come over, come cook for me. I'm not used to that. No, let me cook for you. I know what type of man you is. A woman who's a heroine. Because I'm used to doing that shit. So when I started doing it for her, now we're doing it for each other. See, it's equality. Whenever you look at a woman as being a woman, we got to stop separating a man from a woman. Let's take away the term man, throw that shit away. The word woman, throw that shit away. And we beings. Because I got to start looking at her as being my equal, not beneath me. Let me try to finish this topic. You marry my twin flame. You got to come up off that because I feel disrespected. So now what me and her going to do is we're going to do everything we can do. I'm about to say something a lot of you narcissists out there not going to like. 98% of people following me, they be on my shit. It's only that 1%, 2% won't question shit. But most people, if the majority understand what I'm saying, then what I'm saying got to be good. It's got to be resonating somewhere. You marry my wife, we got to do what we can to end this marriage. We got to get this marriage over. Because I'm not going to live the rest of my life on earth, and she's not going to do it with you because you lied to her and manipulated her. Now, some of you sisters out there, a nigga married your husband, and he miserable in the relationship. So we got to do whatever we got to do to sabotage this relationship. Because you got to come up out there. Some of you women right there, a woman took your husband. And the poor thing, he's so miserable. He just don't know. He won't out. She fussing at him. She bitching. She griping all day. He can't take it. He can't handle it. I got to get that. That's mine. Married my twin flame. Let me throw some metaphysical shit at you right quick, right? Can y'all handle that? All right, I'm gonna talk about courting a woman, right? I'm gonna try to say this. This is kind of deep. I'm gonna see if y'all can get this. This metaphysical talk right here. Courting a woman, right? When you courting a woman as a man, we courting, we going out on a date, we talking, we communicating. It's all about energy. We exchange energy. So I want to let this woman taste my energy. Now, I said, what do you mean by tasting your energy? I ain't trying to have sex with her yet. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm going to transfer my energy to her. I'm going to put my vibration in her. I'm going to give her my frequency. I'm going to give her everything about me and let her weigh me on the scale of my yacht. When I see her, I'm not, listen, I won't do it the right way. We got to learn how to court women again. I'm going to show her what I'm about. I'm going to show her who I am as a man. I'm going to let her feel my energy and let her feel the weight of my energy. And it's either, oh, Lord, I don't even know, baby. You ain't no good, baby. I can't deal with you. Or she can feel the girth of me and she's just, oh, damn, Lord, who is this? I want to let her feel my energy. I want to let her make that decision. And in the process, I cannot lie to you. I'm going to give you who I am 100%. And it's either you're going to take me or you're not going to take me. No more of this lying shit in relationships. No more trying to impress a person. I'm going to let her feel my energy. You can smell a person when you're with a person. You can smell them. Something don't smell right. I can smell if a woman dated another woman. I can smell thought energy on a woman. Some women, you can smell this nigga, you know he a dog. You know he promiscuous. You smell him. 1,000 years ago, I do YouTube so you can listen to these videos during the day. I do YouTube so you can copy paste them and send them to your friends. 1,000 years ago, you was the people who was on earth. Those great ancient people from 1,000 years ago who was on earth, who was doing their thing. The people who was there when they was building the pyramids and the temples. Your great, let me tell you something. Your great grandfather was probably you. See, this is you got to realize how small Earth is. Earth is so small that you can reincarnate on Earth. You can reincarnate on Earth. We know each other. See, you thinking it's billions of beings coming in and out of Earth. It's not necessarily like that. Some of us been on Earth for a couple of thousand years, for a couple of million years. So the people, that's why some of you sisters be like, I'm Oshun. You probably really was Oshun. I'm Nefertiti. You probably really was Nefertiti. Like I'm calling myself Dionysus. I fucking probably was Dionysus. The same gods that you praying to, right? The same God that you praying to, you probably was that and you praying to yourself. Your great-great-grandmother brought land. She knew she was going to reincarnate again and she wanted land. So she left the land to your mama, to your grandmother, who left it to your mama, and then you came back and you inherited the land. This shit deep. I'm buying land right now to give to my daughter, right? I'm buying land right now to pass to my daughter, and I'm going to probably come back as a grandchild or a great-grandchild, and I'm going to have it in my will that I am coming back as a grandchild or a great-grandchild and give me my land back. Leave that one alone. The next one is invest into your teacher. Invest into your teacher. You lucky if you find a teacher. The only person who really helped me is Bobby Hemmett, nobody else. I study Bobby. I have no way of donating into Bobby. Anybody know Bobby Hemmett? Y'all gotta plug some shit up. Look. The way Bobby helped me, the way Bobby changed my life. The way Bobby changed my life. You ever had those kids come back through? Them kids come back through and say, I was your daddy. I was your grandfather. Or them kids come back and through and say, you was my daughter, you was my son. And then you tell a kid, stop talking like that. You done shut down all of the ancestral shit. You done shut down all of the ancestral shit. That kid come through and say, I was your grandfather, and you looking at the goddamn kid, like, stop saying that. You done fucked up all that ancestral shit just by making that statement. Back to Bobby. Bobby's my only teacher, right? Every check I get, every check I get, if I had a way to donate to Bobby, every fucking check I get, he would be getting $5, $25, $20, $50, $100 hand out. If I had a way to donate to Bobby because of the way he helped me, I'd still be in the matrix. They say sometimes, man, you got that Bobby energy. No, I ain't got that Bobby energy. Me and Bobby have that occult energy. When you drop into occultism, this is how you teach or preach. Master teacher been doing this shit 18 years, 19 years, 20 years. 18 years, 19 years, 20 years. That's teaching, lecturing. I'm only 3 years into this shit. I'm 3 years into this shit. 3 years into this shit. 3 years into this shit. And can't be fucked with. 3 years into when you find you a teacher, you invest into that teacher. I tell motherfuckers, I say, go check out Bobby, Dr. Blair. Bobby and Dr. Blair is my main two. I send people to Bobby and they be like, yeah, I like him, but I say the way you break it down and help me. Because I'm going to put them on master teacher off the dump. Off the dump. I'm going to send them to Bobby. They like, man, dude, nice, but I like to listen to you. And I'm like, yo, I ain't shit. I'm a piece of shit. I ain't shit. And I got to get to the point where I realize that there's people who just only able to receive from me. Like I was only able to receive from Bobby. Bobby listened to C. Freeman L. C. Freeman L was a fucking master. But I cannot listen to C. Freeman L. When I listen to C. Freeman L, shit just don't resonate with me at all. 0%. I don't understand. And I know I'm not that dumb. I can't be that fucking dumb, right? I'm listening. I'm like, I don't understand nothing this fucking man saying. But then Bobby can go back and listen to his shit and be like, man, dude, the savage. But I had the same energy when it came down to Bobby, when I heard Bobby. So when they get his shit together and it's time for donations, it's going to be a couple of thousands from my way going now. Because you invest into the people who help you awaken. Because we ain't got that much time here. And you do this with them. This with them. And when I find out a way to donate to Bob, not no shit, this is a Patreon over here, do this. No. I need to know master teachers getting that money. Because every time I get paid, bread going over there because he changed my life. Invest into your teachers. Bringing her blood. Bringing her, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, we got 5 more things to do and we out of here. Bringing her blood. Bobby did not transition. Y'all stop that shit. Bobby's still good. Bringing her blood. There's two ways to bring a woman blood. Number one, the ancient people had a saying called bringing her blood, right? Bringing her blood. And it's when you have sex with a man and your period come on. A lot of women get scared. Niggas start laying that pipe and you start bleeding or something like this. You understand me? You get scared. Now, it's 2 things that's happening when you bring a woman blood, right? Somebody type in a live chant, bring her blood. I never wrote in live chant before. Let me see if I can. Let me type something in the live chant. Bring her blood. I wrote something in the live chant. Bring her blood, right? Let's say you're dealing with a man who's toxic. Richmond, I see you. Divine, I see you. Let's say you dealing with a brother who is toxic. Your body's going to try to reject him when his energy is coming on you during copulation. Your period is going to come now. You start dripping, you start spotting because your cleaning mechanism, your period is trying to get his energy out. So your period come on. him trying to hug you, the wrong man hugging you. Oh, this shit deep. The wrong man hugging you can make your period come on. Right? The wrong man hugging you can make your period come down. The way a man look at you, this nigga looking at you, oh, he toxic. You know his energy bad, can make your period come down. A man kissing you. When your relationship is dead and you want out the relationship, I know women in relationships right now, they've been spotting for the last 3 months, 6 months. She don't know why she's spotting. Got out of a relationship, spotting went away. A man can make your period irregular if his energy is toxic, bringing her blood, right? Now see this shit right here. Bobby is not dead, y'all. Y'all start wasting y'all time in the comments. We Gucci. Bobby ain't dead. This is the type of shit that's metaphysical right here. Like my sister said, every time he touched me, I started to flow. So if you're dealing with a man who's toxic, he could bring your blood, right? But also, let's deal with the polarity of that. You can go and deal with can I do certain things in my? You can go and deal with a brother. Let's say, like dog was going heat. You don't put the male dogs around the female dogs. I see you, Kim. You don't put the female dogs around the male dogs because he gonna go to licking on her and all this shit. She gonna go in heat. The male bulls around the female bulls. In the animal kingdom, they understand this concept. If you're a woman and you come around a brother who vibrating high and he's handsome and you want him and he that yeah, and that brother come around you, he gonna bring your blood. If this brother is the answer and he get close to you, he's gonna bring your blood. He's gonna turn you on. Bringing her blood. You making love to a brother and his vibration so strong and his energy, his heart pure and his frequency set right, he'll bring your blood on. I didn't realize, every woman I was sleeping with post, becoming spiritual and conscious. Every woman I was sleeping with, I was making their period come down. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Every woman I was sleeping with, their period was coming on. But I was transferring so much energy to them. We done with that one. The next one is, let's deal with this. Pertaining to the coronavirus, pertaining to pandemics, pertaining to different things on the earth. So there's a book called Everything is Under Control. Conspiracies, cover-ups, everything else, Robin and Twine Wilson. I can go run and grab a book right now, but I don't feel like doing it. There's a group of individuals on the earth who are responsible for making sure that the earth has a specific amount of people on it, right? The coronavirus. There's medicine that can stop the virus is simple. They're giving people simple antibiotics, sitting them in a hospital, respirator, they're coming home. There's natural herbs that you can take to knock the virus out or to fight the virus, to build your immune system up. But they're not going to tell you. This specific group of individuals who, if somebody can write the name if you know it, but there's a group of individuals who are responsible for keeping the amount of people on the earth at a certain level. So what you do, you let the coronavirus run wild. Let it do the work for you. Let the coronavirus take out about a fucking million people, right? Now what's going to happen is that they're not going to give you the right numbers on the news. They're not going to tell you, 200,000 people, 500,000 people died, 1 million people died, 3 million people worldwide. They're going to allow the coronavirus to wipe out as many people as possible, especially the older people. Hence, they release it in the old folks' homes. Hence, they go to, people have been trying to take over Africa. Send a sick person in the village, let everybody in the village die. So there's simple ways. Right now, they're dealing with somebody type germ warfare. Right now, they're dealing with germ warfare. Germ warfare. Germ warfare is the easiest way to get rid of human beings right now. They have viruses that they have wrapped up in little vials that they have cures for, right? They take that fucking virus, put it out there. They can release the swine flu right now because they have a vaccine and everything for it. So take the swine flu like a plague. Thank you, germ warfare. They'll take the plague and drop that shit somewhere, spread somewhere, kill a couple of 100,000 people, 400,000, 500,000, get a million dead here, a million dead there, burn the bodies, do whatever they won't do, and keep the numbers population control. So this shit is way bigger than us. You get to a level when you become spiritual where you realize that we fucked. It's bigger than us. We done. And I think Bill Gates is one of the dudes who with that group of people that manage how many people they have on the earth at one time. Ancient rulers knew how to run society the proper way. We can go back and our ancient rulers, we had women who were queens, different things like that, right? The ancient rulers knew how to deal with people during pandemics. If there was a pandemic, they tell everybody to go inside, and guess what? Because we knew they was doing the right shit. We knew they was giving us natural herbs. We knew they was feeding the people during the pandemics. With this pandemic right now, you can't pay your bills. You can't do nothing. You don't know how to eat. You don't know how to do nothing. Our ancient leaders, the black kings and queens, what they would do is everybody go inside, watch the news. I'm using an example. Everybody go inside. Every area have a person who's in charge of the area. We sending your rice. We sending your grain. We sending your food. We don't want y'all dying. Everybody stay inside until this shit blow over till it pass over. Because we trusted the kings, we didn't have an issue with doing that. Now you don't trust what they're doing. You can't even pay your bills. Back in those days when there was pandemics, the bills weren't being paid. The tax of the cities, the taxes that they paid when pandemic started, they cut the taxes out. They cut the taxes out. There was no energy bill. There was no rent. There was no car notes. Our people knew back then when there was pandemics, when shit hit, when viruses came, we told everybody in the villages, get in your huts. Get in your huts, do what you got to do, work your herbs. We're going to give you the food. We're going to have people around. That's when the shamans and the healers and the witches come out. And the healers and the shamans, they will go to the witches. They will go to the healers will go to every village with the herbs and show people how to mix the herbs and work this shit like that. And back then we had more natural herbs that were more powerful that can cure anything. So we had leaders. We had leaders who could motivate the people. You don't know what the fuck they're doing outside right now. They tell you stay inside you, and they moving cars around. They putting satellites and shit up. They putting up the 5. They told us stay inside and put the 5G towers up. Told us stay inside. Motherfucker was inside for 3 weeks, scared, thinking people dropping dead. I ain't seen nobody dropping dead in the street. Real pandemics, people drop dead in the street. Real pandemics. Spraying, thank you. The swine flu and all that shit, they were dropping dead in the streets. This supposed to be a pandemic. You don't even know who's sick or who dead. They kept us inside for 3 weeks and put these 5G towers up. They shutting down companies that people control, banks that people control. They shutting the banks down. The government control all the banks and shit right now. So there was a lot of things going on during this pandemic. A lot of shit took place during this pandemic that we don't even know about. You're coming outside, they putting cameras up everywhere now. There's a camera damn near every street. Where I think you don't even see police officers no more. They don't even need them. When we went inside for the pandemic, they put shit up all on the power lines and all this and all that. Everything is controlled right now. They see everything you doing. They sent us inside, and the government came out and put this shit up. They control everything now. Every time you turn down the street, they can see you. Pandemic. Y'all saw the trucks and moving around and shit. When they had the curfews, they was putting all this shit up during the curfews. How we came outside and seen motherfucking 5G towers overnight. Overnight. 3 more things and we done, y'all. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Y'all still with me? 3 more things and we done, right? We want to deal with the person who set the standard of beauty in society. The person who set the standard of beauty in society. The most beautiful thing on this earth is the people in America. The people in America is the most beautiful people on the earth. We are the new gods. We are the new phenotype. Phenotype, genotype, that's what we are, right? The people in America, I'm not even gonna lie, even the white people in America look better than the white people around the world. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's something about, they tell you, the ancient people told you that the gods was gonna be in America. The gods was gonna be in America. The gods are here right now. Look at our bodies. Look at the singers. Look at our singers, our movie stars, our actors, our teachers, everything that we have in America. We the most gorgeous people on earth. But the people who control what people look like ain't shit. I'm trying not to get too deep into this shit right now. I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say without offending people. Because y'all know I be on the ass. What we're dealing with here is the most beautiful woman in the world right now, right, is the black women in America. This black woman in America, whatever the fuck she doing, she the baddest thing going. This black man in America, look at our bodies, the way we built. The African men on the African continent don't look like us. The other melanated men around the world, I'm just keeping it real. They don't look like us. Look at our voice, the way we talk, the way we sing, our rappers, the things that we're doing. And how do I justify that? Go deal with the ancient texts. Go deal with the teachings of Tahuti. They tell you that the gods was going to be in America, in the modern day land. They say the gods was going to wake up. Look at how good we look. Everything we fucking do go viral. Everything that we do, the world copy. Now, the person who was over the world, see, they told us that blue eyes and green eyes was the shit. But we know that based upon the ancient text, the eyes that's able to tap into melanin, the eyes that's able to see different rays from the sun and receive certain things and see in the spirit realm was the brown eyes, the brown and the black eyes, the dark eyes. Let me get off that shit. I don't even want to fuck with that on this video. I'm gonna deal with two more things. Later, MacBook. I'm gonna deal with two more things and I'm done tonight. Okay. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all already know. Cash App the boy. I don't know what my Cash App is. Lord, I don't know what my Cash App is. Hit the boy up on Cash App. Hit the boy up on whatever, whatnot. Break bread. I'm gonna deal with two more things, but I don't know which one I want to deal with first. Okay, a man. I'm gonna deal with two more things and I'm done. The man who said that he was a woman in his past life. The man who says that he was a woman in his past life. I don't agree with that. The woman who said that she was a male in her past life. I don't agree with that because that causes confusion. Energies don't change. See, one moment you want to tell me energies don't change. Energies don't change. Energies don't change. Energies don't change. You keep telling me that energies don't change, right? You keep telling me this shit, that energies don't change. But all of a sudden, yeah, in my past life, you masculine right now. You masculine right now. But in my past life, I was a female in my past life. That opens up the door for you to be a man and be attracted to women. It opens up the door for you to be a man and be attracted to women if you felt like in your past life a man was making love to you. Change is not inevitable. It's not a part of the text. There's some things that don't change. Energy don't change. That opens up the door for you to get on some other shit. You closing your eyes, you sleep, you're a man, but you remember your past life, a man was pounding you out. You was married to a man in your past life. Now you see a man who want to be a woman or a woman boy. right? And then you go over there messing with your training now, and you thinking it's okay because in your past life you was a woman. See, some of you got too comfortable. Some of you got way too comfortable with this bullshit teaching out here. Some of you, see, we like to do what we want to do as humans. As a human, you can't do what you, listen, you have the right to do what you want to do. But when you do what you want to do, there's consequences for you doing what you want to do. And what are those consequences? Look at the world right now. Look. Let's do this. Let's let all the women date all the women and all the men date all the men. In 70 to 80 years, there'll be no humans on the earth. There'll be no humans on the earth. God, the creator, didn't make mistakes when he made you. You was always a fucking masculine being. You was always a feminine being. When you came into this, when he created you, you're trying to say the creator gonna create you and send you out there, but you could be a woman right now and be a man. Listen, most of that shit came from the Hindu text. That shit came from the Hindu text. That shit came in the Hindu text. That shit is nowhere in our ancient text. Homosexuality was shunned everywhere. Some of y'all do too much. Watch this shit. Homosexuality. Y'all ready? And this is the last thing I want to deal with it. Go get this book called Sex and Spirituality. Let me deal with this shit. Because some of y'all do too much and you ain't talking no scholarship. You ain't backing up shit you saying. You just human beings down here doing what you want to do and make shit up. The androgynous shit. I understand all that shit. They got a thing right here called, look. I'm not even about to get into that. Let's deal with this shit. This is the last thing on this video I'm going to deal with. I don't entertain in this foolishness. Anybody want to debate it, come live with me. Let's do it on a live video. So I can go in all these texts and break this shit down and deal with you. Look, homosexuality has existed at all times, in all cultures, generally ignored or repressed. The shit has been here since we've been in this human form, and our lower selves of the human form. Not in the ancient, when we was in our ancient selves and our higher selves, it didn't exist. It has been ignored. It has been repressed, but occasionally institutionalized, particularly between males. See what that sister talking about right there? This is what you talking about. New shit. But occasionally, I'm not talking about occasionally. I'm talking about when we was in our higher selves. The shit didn't exist. It was polarities, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. See, all y'all want to justify this new shit. But I'm going to go to the text and bring it on to you. Because laws fine or imposed marriage of men caught having sex with single women, right? Right? Wealthy Mayan families in the 15th century provided their adolescent sons with male slaves to attend their sexual needs until marriage was arranged. You got to go in the text to break this shit down. I know where it started at. Watch this. And believe that the submissive partner removed himself from the status of male citizen and joined the lower ranks of the women and the foreigners. Any men out there right now, he don't call himself a male no more. He's hanging with the females now. He's hanging with the foreigners now. He cutting up now. Now he's starting to use the other words. He didn't want to use the word male. He's using the other words. Let's deal with this. I'm going to the text with it. And people are going to disagree with it, but I'm going to go to the text with it. People defend filth. They listen, because you made mistakes, man. You got to make up for that. People going to defend that shit. But you can't go on none of the text and show it to me. And check this out. This is how they turn boys out. He was not, when the male was sleeping with the other male, the bottom male was not supposed to share desire. He's not supposed to even show desire. This shit been going on. The boy does not share a man's pleasure in intercourse as a woman does. Cold sober he looks. Right here. However, their masculinity and dignity could only be preserved by leaving their desire unconsummated. Now, let's deal with this shit and break this shit down right now, right? Therefore, for the first stage of initiation, for those of you who want to go along with this shit, when men can date women, men and all this and all that, we don't even entertain y'all. We don't entertain y'all. It's foolishness. You talking filth. Your ancestors cut you off. Go to the text with this shit. Watch this shit. This how the men were breaking the little boys in. They gonna justify it. People gonna come on this video and justify it. Watch the ones who justifying it. Therefore, from the first stage of initiating these boys between the ages of 7 and 10, your Catholic Church, boys perform regular fellatio on adolescent youths and older men. Who are you to come talk to me and you don't know shit about what you're talking about? And I'm showing you this shit in text about what they're doing and breaking these boys in. What you saying is nothing, is worthless. This shit been going on. In order to become inseminated so that he might become, in order to become inseminated so that he might mature and become a man himself. They created this shit. A man gotta sleep with the little boy to make him become a man in their cultures. This how they justify it. Watch this right here. They also acquire ancestral spirit familiars in the seed. You know what that is? You want to know what that is? Somebody type in the comments for the stupid people, right? For the stupid people, spirit familiars. Somebody type spirit familiars. You want to know what a spirit familiar is? And I ain't even read no more. Spirit familiars, and I'm done with the video. A spirit familiar is when a man will rape another man or break another man in and take his energy. He sleep with another man, deposit his energy in him, and he become his spirit familiar. So he rapping on the stage right now. He rapping on the stage talking about he a gangster and all this and all that. He a gangster. He on the stage. I'm killing dude. Woo, 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 woo. Skinny jeans on, all this and all that. But that man standing behind stage with his hand in his pants, rubbing himself. Because as gangster as he is on that stage, he know when he come off that stage at 1 o'clock in the morning, he got to go see that man. They telling you in the text what they was doing. See, this your old man, this your baby daddy. This the dude that you're in love with, but his spirit familiar is a man that's older than him. He got a white boy that's breaking him in. They did it. Thank you. Even did it. 50 Cent. They have spirit familiars. They sleep with these boys and break these boys in. Huh? You can have people all in the video who know nothing, who ain't got no high levels of melanin. They gonna talk that shit, but don't know nothing. Spirit familiars. This shit is deeper than, see, we the God people. See, the God people, we don't tap into this right here. This is beneath us. These people have created a whole system. See, a person who don't have melanin, see, a person who not strong up here, even in the movies, casting couch. You want to get in a movie? See, girls think that I'm going to go ahead and get in a movie, right? I just got to sleep with him one time. But you didn't realize when you slept with him, he became your spirit familiar. Because when you slept with him, he defiles you. There's women out there who sleeping with other women. See, you thought you was attracted to women. This sister been raped, abused, dogged out. That sister wanted to take your energy to become your spirit familiar. So what that sister did was she slept with you. No, you thought you wanted to sleep with a woman, but she did some defiling shit to you when you were sleeping with her, and she become your spirit familiar. Now you got a man and you got a husband, you got children, but the shit she done you in that bed, you never forgot that. Because she became your spirit familiar. Brother thought that he wanted to sleep with a trainer. Brother thought that he wanted to just go deal with another brother. He thought he wanted that, but that brother sucked his energy in. That brother sucked in his energy. And he sucked your energy in, and your energy is in him. So now you his spirit familiar. Well, I guess I'll be talking to myself. I should enjoy y'all night.